Here we are with Marc and Geert Pollin. Now, this is your breeding loft.
Yeah, this is a part of the breeding loft. We are at the moment half November, so within 2-3 weeks we start coupling up for breeding youngsters to 2023. But I wanted to show our individual nest boxes. We have 10 boxes of 1 meter by 1 meter. There are two main advantages of this system. First of all, you can easily change of hen with the cock who is in the box, and we are 100% sure that the children born in the box are children of the pigeons inside.
Yes. So it's just simple box perch,
yeah,
or little section, graded floors, and that's it.
Have to be cleaned, but we have still 2-3 weeks to do.
2-3 weeks to do, and just like this, they're all the same.
Yeah. We can feed outside. Here are a box for feeding, so we don't have to go inside every time.
And you see, very simple. And how long will you leave pairs?
Yeah. When we pair up, end of November, we breed 2 rounds of youngsters for our own youngsters, for which we train up, and to become later on yearling old birds. But the rest of the year, our breeders keep on breeding, and we do the youngsters in aviary to let them grow up. And that are the youngsters we also present now in the cell. Yeah.
Right, and can we see where you hold the youngsters?
Yeah, no problem.
I follow you.
You see, they sit outside. They have plenty of fresh air, but it's closed, so they are not in the rain.
Right.
Yeah.
And you just let them sit and develop.
Yeah.
Wow, some real nice looking pigeons. Lots of pigeons around here. A beautiful property for racing.
Yeah. It's very open, so in summertime it's nice. Here you can see the pigeons from far away come home. That's good. But in wintertime it's also open, and the cold wind come. It can be very cold on the lofts. But we like that for pigeons because we think that they build up strength in the winter that they can use in the summer for racing.
Okay. And the question, do you use any heat in the loft?
No, never.
Never use heat?
Never.
Nothing like that?
No. On contrary, we like that in the winter they are hardened. So.
Now I wanted to see, we had there was a couple super cocks that you have in the basket. I wanted to show.
Yeah.
Again, the quality of these pigeons here is very, very nice. Top quality. You guys really know how to breed quality pigeons. The feather quality in the hand, the buoyancy. Some of the pigeons may look big, but when you handle them, they fit perfectly in your hands. Now this is what? This would be a young bird loft for young birds?
Yeah.
Now we're going to see. Oh man, this pigeon.
So I introduce 2 pigeons. 2 pigeons who become this year, who were racers, and this year become in the breeding loft. First of all is Roger Poe. His name explains everything, Poe. He was one of the best Poe racers during the last 4 years with remarkable results on national and international level. Even this year he was 15th national, 20th international of Poe, which is more than 900 kilometers for us.
What a beautiful pigeon. He's not overly big at all. Gorgeous wing.
Yeah. And very soft in hand.
And you see the strength in the back. Look at how nice and wide across the back is. Beautiful buoyancy, nice eye.
Yeah, super clear white eye. Yeah.
And now he goes.
He goes in the stock loft, and we have very high expectations of his children, grandchildren, and I hope the winner. There's a child of him also in the auction, so I hope the buyer have good results.
Good results?
Yeah.
All right, who else you got there in your basket?
Yeah. Yeah. This is, or I have to say, was our Super One racer, but he come this year to the Stockbird Loft. He's from 16 also, 288. His name is Brutus. And Brutus is the name of the cartoon with Popeye. Brutus is a big strong man. This is a big strong pigeon. He is first Belgium Olympic pigeon from the extreme long distance from the year 1920. So he did 4 races up to 800 kilometer in 2 seasons. That was Aachen and Narbonne with 4-time top results. In hand, he looks big. He is big, but you feel pure dynamite.
He's just he's super strong. Again, a nice strong wide back on him. He looks, like you say, he looks big, but when you handle him, he's properly. A large pigeon that's proper in the hands. Super looking cock. The qualities again, and now you breed.
The muscles exceptional. But as a larger type of pigeon flying that results on international level and long distance, you have to be very strong.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. Super nice cock. Thank you for showing us Brutus. Good luck and breeding with him again this year.
Thank you.
And I noticed, I wanted to ask you, in this section here, what is the box in the window?
Under here is the registration system.
Okay.
So they can come only one by one, enter the loft.
That's it.
Otherwise, when 10 come, maybe one is not registered.
So you make it slow them down a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, and there you see some of the breeders. You see how the Pollins they do breed the pigeons. It's very simple. The lofts are off the ground. They clean the floors. How often do you scrape the lofts?
The widowhood, when racing time, the widowhood we do every day. Youngsters also the boxes every day, and the ground, depending on the weather. When it's wet, you have to clean more than when it's dry.
So simple.
Simple.
Very simple. Nothing.
No big theories.
No big theories, but good pigeons. Eh?
Yeah, that's the most important.
If you don't have good pigeons,
you can think 1,000 theories. If they.
Well, Geert, I want to thank you for allowing us to film and showing your lofts. And hey, it's nice to see your father enjoying the pigeons.
Yeah.
Still.
It's a family hobby, so we enjoy of being busy with the pigeons, and we sure enjoy the results.
And one other question: what do you think of one loft racing?
Personally, I think one loft racing is the future of the pigeon sport. I'm into this idea thoughts, but my father is a little bit old-fashioned about this, so we don't enter into too many one loft races ourselves. But we know people who have our bloodlines of pigeons perform very well on the one loft racing.
Yeah, like Gerard Koopman, doing very well with some of your pigeons.
And more references.
And moving forward, what do you guys want to achieve? Well, what's big? What's your next big you want to win?
That's a difficult question. if we can maintain the same level, we are already very satisfied. And we don't look for a title. We look for the pleasure of doing, being busy with the pigeons.
Well, on that note, I'm going to say thank you very much.
Yep.
Feathers Elite Pigeon Auctions. We are at a very, very special loft, and you see all the trophies, prizes and prizes and more prizes. Marc and Geert Pollin from Belgium.
Yep.
How are you?
Hi.
Let's go outside. Let's take a look. The sky is a beautiful day here today. It's good Belgian weather.
Typical Belgian weather.
There's the champ there. He's going swimming, eh, Marc? Swimming. Marc's going swimming. So these are the lofts?
Yeah. These are the widowhood lofts for the old birds and yearlings racing. Then we have a section for youngsters, and again the last two lofts are widowhoods also.
Okay, how long has your family been flying pigeons?
For many generations. I know my grandfather raced here at the same ground, but he was a sprint racer. Later on, my father developed the pigeons to more longer distance racing.
More longer distance. So you guys specialize. What's your specialty?
Mostly, let's say one day long distance races between 600 800 kilometers is what we like to race. But our pigeons also perform on 800 plus. With our yearlings, we are this year first national champion KWDB from long distance 600 800, but with the old birds we are second national champion KWDB for 800 plus. So they can do the day font, they can do the long distance.
Okay, and the strain of family of pigeons?
In fact, we have in the starting very strain from Florizone, Roger Florizone.
Okay.
Santons pigeons and also Van Hee. But we can say we developed our own origin, and we reinforced this origin with buying in some quality hens to cross.
Okay, and since you guys have been flying, I guess as partners, what has been your greatest achievements?
Without doubt was the year of 2015, where we win in the same season four national first prizes. So I think it's never been done before in the history of Belgian national racing.
Oh, congratulations! Now, would you like to take us and show us the lofts? And we
yeah, no problem.
So when you fly, let's start with the young pigeons. The young pigeons, you breed early?
We breed early. We train them up, we race with them, but they are not forced into the racing. We don't couple up or preparing them for races. It's just a year of exercise, a year of growing up, developing to become the serious business starts as yearling.
Okay, so and you'll race the young pigeons to how many kilometers?
With hens we go to the national racing, and that's about 500-600 kilometers. The cocks, they stay on the provincial racing, that's 400 kilometers.
400 kilometers, and you'll race them how many times, the young pigeons?
Let's say they can do the hens two nationals, and with the cocks they do 400 races.
Okay, so you don't push them very hard?
No.
Do you darken them at all?
No.
Everything's natural.
Yeah.
Natural. And not a lot of road training?
At the start, of course, the normal training, but not to again not with the purpose for racing and train them very hard. No, it's only experience and kilometers learning.
Okay, and so now we go into the widowhood loft.
Yeah.
And how many cocks do you fly?
Yeah. On this section there are 55 widowhood cocks, and then again we have in the back 20 more. So with a team of we start with a team of, let's say, 75 old birds yearlings together.
Old birds, yearlings together.
Yeah. Because in every loft, once a pigeon is gone, it is replaced by a yearling.
Okay.
So then at the start we can play loft by loft. So we have on one loft older and yearlings that we can raise.
And you mostly fly cockbirds?
Yeah. Let's say 99%. We have some hens, but that is from later in the season when the widowhood season is finished. There are some races, especially for youngsters, but you can also participate with older or yearlings, and then we use the hens for this those races.
So what makes you prefer to race cocks over hens?
Cocks.
But why do you? What's your reasoning?
First of all, it's we find it difficult to have the two systems on one loft.
Yes.
So we choose the cocks, and we like more the cocks when they come home with the way they settle them. We are joyful when a cock comes with his hands open,
wings open.
Wings open.
Okay, take us into the loft. Let's see. Here we are, Marc and Geert Pollin of Belgium. 1 day long distance. So this is the widowhood loft.
Yeah. You see, every loft has a different color, and the color comes back on the rings of the pigeons.
Oh, I see. So these cocks all have yellow rings.
On the yellow section, all birds and yearlings together, and now they cannot enter the boxes. Later on, we put the old birds in aviary and let the yearlings take a nest box. And once the breeding season comes, then the yearlings already have their nest box, and the old get their usual box.
Okay. And these cocks here, how will you prepare them before the races?
Also a few training races, and from, let's say, 100 kilometers they go to the club with the other birds.
Okay, now before you go to the races with these cocks, you loft fly them once a day?
Yeah. Once a day, and during the race season twice a day.
Twice a day, okay. Once in the morning, once in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And do you flag them, or you let them do what they want?
No. They are free. They have to feel it themselves what they need to. If they need practice, if they want to rest more. No, they are.
And with these cocks, will you road train them a lot in the car?
No. Let's say 3-4 times before we get to the 100 kilometers where we enter them to the club.
Okay, and the cocks, how many weeks will you race them in a row?
Let's say to 300 kilometers we can do weekly. After between 300 and 500 every fortnight. And then later on, when it is the big nationals, they want 3 weeks rest.
They get 3 weeks rest in between each race.
Yeah.
And again, they still. And when these cocks come home, okay. So let's go back to this. Before the races, not before the races, the week of the race. When do you show them the hens?
We don't show hens before race.
No.
Just let's say 10 minutes before race, we turn off the bowl.
You turn the bowl over.
Yeah. And then they can in the bowl, and the hen is there when they come back from race.
Okay, so on a race day, the day of basketing for the race, you will open the boxes up for the cocks.
Yeah.
You turn the bowl over.
Yeah.
The cock can go in the bowl for 15-20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then you basket for the race.
Yeah, exactly.
Any special type of medications you use?
No, it's very simple. Before racing season, before breeding season, we go to veterinary, and what is his opinion or what is his what he prescribed, we give. We don't give medication without medical
advice.
Yeah.
Okay, so no major medications. Any special type of feeding you do?
feeding for us is very simple. We have the Verzele Laha mixtures. We feed the traditional of Verzele Laha. In the traditional, you have the malting mixture, the sport mixture, and the breeding mixture. So depending on the season, they get that mixture.
That's it. Do you use any peanuts?
No, just the normal grits and vitamins.
Yes.
And what we do daily for all our pigeon is in the drinks is kokabam. And kokabam is a kind of kefir which we think it's good for the general health. It doesn't prevent sickness, but it keeps the body strong.
Okay.
We compare it with giving vitamin C to children.
Okay.
If there comes a huge flu, they also will be sick. But if there comes a light flu, they can over it.
Over it.
Yeah.
Okay. Super. Now, I know you wanted to show us a couple of your super racers that are still on your race team now.
Yeah.
You had a great season, and again, you see. Very calm. Lofts are very nice, dry. Pigeons are in super excellent condition.
Yeah. Now we are half November, so they finished malting, and now they are in building up condition to start breed early youngsters.
Right. Now, will you breed out of your race team?
Yeah.
With the widowhood team, do you let them raise one youngster, two youngsters?
Oh, depending on the couple.
Do you take the hens away at a certain time?
I took together with the with the youngsters.
With the youngsters?
Yeah, we don't let them the cocks alone breeding up the youngsters.
No, so you leave
as couple, and when we separate everything. It's the hen and the youngsters.
So hen and youngsters go together.
Yeah.
That's it. All at one time. Do you separate all the hens at the same day as well?
Yeah.
Everything goes at once.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the next time the cocks see the hens is the first time.
Yeah.
When they come home. How long do you leave the hens with the cocks?
Excuse me.
It's okay.
That depends on the race. If it is an easy race, let's say half an hour. If it is a hard race, it can be sometimes overnight.
Overnight. So you just depend on the conditions.
Yeah. On the condition of the race, they have flight.
Who is the guy you got here? This is one of your favorites, eh?
Yeah. That's absolutely. This is a super cock, a winner for us. It's 092 from 19. He's a child of Limo 301, a line who performs very well for us the last seasons. And he especially he won 2 times first national on a zone. On a 1 day long distance race.
And in the zone, how many people are you flying against in the zone?
Difficult to say, but it's between club level and provincial level.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 200 members, 300 members?
Sure.
Yeah, and birds, a couple thousand?
Yeah.
All right. And these cocks here, they're specializing in 600 to 800.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, what's the speeds? What do they do well? Do they do better in tailwinds, better in headwinds?
Normally we perform at our best at the headwind, let's say 1100 meters, 1200 meters working time.
That's when these pigeons really kick in. And do you find these pigeons bounce back very easily? Because when I handle them, it feels like they're very buoyant. It feels like they when they're finished a hard race, they recover quickly. Yeah. And the super feathers on this pigeon.
Yeah. That's something also we follow up. If they come home from races, how do they recover? Take a lot of time, not time, because a pigeon who is not recovered very well cannot perform on his next race.
So if you have a pigeon on your team and he doesn't recover well, what do you do?
At the same season, we let him on the loft up till the moment we find he's recovered, and then he has another race. But if again he doesn't satisfy it, and on the second race he doesn't recover also well, then we know we have to remove him.
Yes.
Because you cannot keep pigeons for one time racing.
Right. No, it doesn't work.
Yeah, no.
And these pigeons here, on a normally, how long does it take for a pigeon in your race loft to make it into the breeding loft?
Yeah.
How many seasons?
Yeah. 5, exceptional 6.
So 5 to 6 seasons.
Yeah.
Okay. And you know, keep working.
Yeah. Keep working. That's the. That are mostly the pigeons who does the very long day, this 800 plus kilometers, because we find if they say the 600 kilometers, it's better to have younger, strong pigeons, the more experiences and elder pigeons who doesn't fly that speed anymore, but they have a constant speed for 800 plus. Then we keep them for those races.
So you'll select the pigeons on how they're performing throughout their at the beginning, and then you make adjustments as you go.
Yeah, we follow up their career. We can have 2 nest brothers, by example. The one flying 500-600 kilometers, one flying 800 plus. We look at the best quality of the pigeon to set them into the races.
Right, and these pigeons all did the same young bird, like everything you do, it's the same every year.
Yeah.
And you've been flying this system for how many years?
My father started on his own late 60s. So first he did more the sprint and the middle distance races, because that at that time that was the popular racing in Belgium. But later on, longer distance came, and he could adjust his old family line into further distance.
Further distance.
Yeah.
Who else do you have in those baskets there you want to show? This is coming to the candy shop of the distance pigeons. I tell you, with Geert and Marc Pollin of Belgium. Again, they specialize in the 1 day long distance. Oh, pretty one, eh?
Yeah. He has a special color, but he's also a special pigeon. He this year we are first national champion long distance yearlings. There are 3 races with first and second indicated pigeon. So this pigeon itself, he took 2 of the results on his own. So race this year super as yearling. So we have high expectations for next year. That he can perform as well and hopefully better.
Yeah.
But in hand is a smashing pigeon, soft. See, good body, his feathers, his wing.
Beautiful color.
Yeah. The color is also, but his eye is one of a kind.
Now, question: do you believe in eye sign?
We look at the eyes, but we don't couple up theory to it. What we like to do is not couple up the same eye to each other. So let's say when we have a yellow-eyed cock, we try to couple him up with a white eye or a different eye.
Different eye. And when you pair pigeons, is it by pedigree? Is it size? What are you looking for?
Mostly size, because we try to breed a kind of type of pigeon, not too big, not too small, let's say an average type. And if we have a bigger cock, we put a smaller hen to each other to become again to the mainstream body we want.
Okay, and the quality of the pigeons in this loft is tremendous. So this whole loft is widowhood.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's it.
And if you lose a cock, you shut a box.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, of course. And then that's a place again for next year for yearling.
And you add yearlings to it, the cocks.
Yeah.
Very simple. Nothing magical, nothing.
Racing pigeon is the simplest thing there is. But you have to keep on your own system. If you change, Pigeons are animals who like regularity. If you change something on the loft or you change from system, they get confused. So even if it on a few weeks it go less from results, we keep on the same thing doing this everything on the same time, so the quality returns.
So every day, do you feed the birds at the same time?
Same time, yeah. About we the widowhoods, we relieve them, and they come in and there's food available.
Right.
There's not individual feeding,
No.
just all together.
They loft fly though every day at the same time?
Yeah, about the same
So
time.
pretty much everything is the same routine?
Yeah.
And that's what you say.
That
Keep
we
it.
we try to maintain. Yeah.
Try to maintain that.
Yeah.
And hey, the results you guys get are very, very good. Super loft. I want to thank you for showing the widowhood loft. And good luck again this season, Geert.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Hey guys, Ryan, Feathers Elite Pigeon Auctions. We hope you enjoyed that amazing loft tour. Please, reminder to like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Until the next loft tour, thanks for flying with me. Bye for now.